Hi everyone, and welcome to week 1 of Captura's Summer Success Series, how to make sure you're prepped and ready for your fall season. I'm Lucy, and today we're going to be kicking off our summer catch-up series that will help you get ready for fall. Today it's all about the foundation of your studio's revenue and what you sell. So just before we dive into today's topic, a quick reminder of what our summer success series is all about. So each week for the next few weeks, we're focusing on different parts of your job workflow and showing you how to use Captura's latest tools to sell more, save time, and deliver an amazing experience to your families this fall. So yes, that's right. We will be talking about some of our new and upcoming features that are going to be released. So that's exciting. So whether you're tuning in every week or just jumping in where it matters most, these videos are here to help you win and get your seasons ahead started. So let me start with this week. What are we talking about? Well, let me ask a question with, are you selling the right products to the right families in the right way? So many studios stick with the same packaging year after year. So this could be something that your parents expect, especially if you're doing the same thing with the same school, which is great when they have the same expectations, but parents' expectations have changed with different methods of selling, with different things that they have out there, value perception, all different kinds of things. They want more options and change. So when your product mix doesn't evolve with the needs and the wants of your parents, you can start to miss out on some real revenue opportunities. So to dive in with some of our new features that could help you change up your selling, we actually have a new feature which is highly anticipated. So look out for in upcoming releases. So any of your amazing MyDesign creations, so whether that's your memory mates or school personalized things or overlays, they can now be directly applied to your digital downloads in the price sheet. So that means that parents can purchase their themed, personalized downloads as they would with prints, ready for sharing immediately. Studios can also use this to increase their average order value with no extra fulfillment work. So this means adding a little upsell inside the cart will be an amazing way to really utilize this new feature, make sure their digitals are exactly what they want to share, and just bump up that average order value, which we know we all want. So a great thing to add to your product list ready for the fall season. It's also a great opportunity to add this or add extra versions of it during holidays, promotions, anything like that, especially anything that could be themed or any updates in the school year that could happen. So again, great addition to the shopping cart. That will be coming within the next few weeks in our fall and latest releases. So the best part about that as well is if you are on Captura's bundled pricing already, this is actually already going to be available to you without having to turn on in your cart. If you're not sure if that is you, just make sure you get in touch with your CSM and they can help you out. We've also introduced another new thing that could help understand what your parents want. So we've introduced the post-checkout feedback. This is just a very light way to get the insights directly from parents after they order. You can find out what's working, what they wanted more of, and where you can improve your offer. So this is adding on to the data that we've already collected, but it's completely personalized to your shopping experience as it's happening as they check out and it's fresh in their mind. This feature will need to be turned on in your account, so make sure you reach out to your CSM and discuss how valuable this feature can be, especially for your upcoming price list and going forward in the future, making sure that you have everything ready for your parents every year. So the other thing we can talk about is your shopping cart design. So one of the most effective ways to guide your parents through their purchases is to use simple things like product categories. This could be anything between just regular packages to a la carte, to even separating out your packages into standard quick buy packages to build your own packages. So parents know where they're going to get the most value. So whether that's what they want to find a quick way of checking out with the most value, or whether they want to sit and go through the options. So we as I've just mentioned, we have different package setup options. Our standard packages can be set up any way that you would like, but you can also set them up with quick buy options that give time-sensitive parents a fast, no-fuss checkout with your most popular bundles up front. So whether or not you have a few packages that have less poses or less options, these can be for those time-shy parents who don't always want every option. However, we know that parents do want options, so it's always good to pair your standard packages with build your own packages. This lets families choose their favorite images and products and build their own packages using credits, giving them the flexibility that they want without overwhelming them. This backs up with what we heard in the SPOA industry report that we partner with SPOA with. Parents want both speed and options. So while they are a needy bunch, we can work with your price list and your setup to make sure they're actually getting what they want. It's also not just our data that says that. We were having a look at data externally, and Shopify also reports that bundles and customizable packages can increase your average order value by 30%. This is also backed up with a Think Google study that show that 76% of mobile shoppers are more likely to purchase when they can filter and navigate product categories rather than just having endless lists of products that they can choose from. So not only is it backed up by our own industry, but this is also backed up by some giants in the field. So what better way to use data than to combine everything together and make sure your categories are set up ready for parents to enjoy. We also have another easy win that will be with new features in our shopping cart, and this is with cross-out pricing and product badges. You can now show the original and the promotional prices side by side with the original price struck out through automatically. This is a great visual cue that can drive urgency and help parents like they're really getting a good deal. You can pair this with our other new feature with product badges. So this can say things like on sale or a certain % off to draw attention to your best offers and top sellers. All it takes is a few clicks in your price sheet, and these are on show for your parents in the shopping cart. So the bottom line is, the more tailored your products and your cart experience are to what parents actually want, as the data has shown, they're more likely to buy, they're more likely to spend more, less likely to leave your shopping cart on red. What a terrible joke. I'm glad you've made it through all the way through with me. So let's make sure you're turning these insights into action. This week, make sure you think about how you can add your MyDesigns into your digital downloads, whether that's keeping the ones that you've already made and are already popular with parents, or whether with a new product with digitals, you can create something more to increase your order value. Make sure you think about turning on post-checkout feedback. It's absolutely valuable to collect the data straight from our parents during the actual shopping cart experience, so they're not busy and changing their minds later on with any other things you send them. Make sure you think about your package setup. So make sure you've got your categories, your products, your packages all set up to simplify and empower your cart experience. Also, remember to speak to your CSM about cross-out pricing and badges on one or more products. In fact, try and add these to shopping carts as soon as you can. Remember, if you need any help setting this up, please contact your CSM and they can walk you through it and make sure you're all ready for your next job. As said before, some of these are new features, so they will be released in the next few weeks, but some of them are ready to go now. Again, as I've said before, contact your CSM and hopefully we can get these up and running for you now. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Stay tuned for next week when we'll be going through your actual pricing and your setup in your cart, and then we'll follow on every week with a little bit more information to make sure your full prep and ready for your busy season is on track. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next week.